Hi everyone, welcome to another video here on She's Fit. You do everything right. Restrictive diets, hours of cardio, expensive supplements, but that stubborn belly fat just won't budge? I know the frustration. You've been taught to focus on calories, but that is only the tip of the iceberg. Get ready, because what I am about to reveal in the next 35 minutes will completely change how you understand and burn that frustrating belly fat. This is the truth the fitness industry is hiding from you. Now, before we dive in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right here on the channel, turn on notifications so you don't miss any new updates, and drop that little like below. It seriously helps me keep bringing you incredible content. Trust me, here at She's Fit, you are going to discover how to transform your body in the best possible way. So, let's go! Before we start, I need to share something that has made all the difference for me. You know those days when you try hard but feel like your body just isn't responding the way it should? Well, I found out that sleep has way more impact on weight loss than I ever imagined. That's when I discovered Sleep Lean, a natural supplement specially designed to help women burn fat while they sleep. Yes, while they sleep. It's not a miracle, of course, but when combined with good nutrition and the right habits, the results are amazing. I personally felt my body lighter, my belly less bloated, and a different kind of energy just within the first few weeks. I'll leave the link here in the description so you can check all the details after the video. Trust me, it was a game changer for me. Now, let's get back to the video content. Stop counting calories as if they were the only solution. You might be following the eat less, exercise more rule to the letter, but if the results on your belly aren't showing up, it's because you are fighting a battle with the wrong rulebook. The key to abdominal fat isn't just about the energy you consume, but about how your hormones store it and where they distribute it. Belly fat, especially the visceral kind, the dangerous fat nestled between your organs that poses cardiovascular and metabolic risks, is essentially a matter of chronic inflammation and hormones, not just a simple calorie surplus. The true enemy we need to understand and control is called insulin. Think of insulin as your body's gatekeeper. When you eat foods that constantly elevate insulin, and these are not just sweets but also many healthy and processed carbohydrates that rapidly convert to sugar in the blood, that gatekeeper takes all that energy and signals your fat cells, especially the abdominal ones, to open up and store everything. Your body enters the true storage mode and prioritizes keeping that energy right in the midsection. Let's break down the concept of insulin resistance. This doesn't happen overnight. It is the result of years of diet and lifestyle habits that keep blood sugar levels consistently high. Over time, your cells get tired of hearing the insulin signal and start ignoring it, forcing the pancreas to produce even more insulin to try and do the same job. This constant excess of insulin in your bloodstream is what cements that belly fat in place, making it incredibly stubborn. The solution isn't to starve yourself, it's to manage those insulin spikes. Beyond insulin, there is cortisol, the stress hormone. Chronic stress work, poor sleep, constant worry is perceived by your body as a life or death threat. The constant rise in cortisol signals to your body that we are in danger and need immediate energy reserves. The biological reaction? To hold on to fat, prioritizing storage in the abdominal area because it is the quickest way for the body to save energy for an emergency. Insulin and cortisol act synergistically, forming a destructive partnership for your waistline. And for the female audience, we must also look at sex hormones, the drop in estrogen during perimenopause. And menopause, for example, is a key factor that redistributes fat, pulling it away from the hips and depositing it squarely onto the belly. Therefore, our strategy cannot just be about burning calories. It must be about rebalancing these chemical messengers that are dictating where the fat decides to stay. Forget the fat diets, the meal replacement shakes, or anything promising quick miracles. Effective eating against belly fat is not about extreme restriction. It's about smart nutrition and hormonal optimization. Our core objective is to reverse insulin resistance and dial down inflammation, the two biggest belly fat saboteurs. The first crucial step is the elimination of hidden inflammatory foods. I'm talking about foods that, even if you don't realize it, are causing an internal fire. This includes most processed vegetable oils like soy, corn, and sunflower, which are rich in omega-6 and promote systemic inflammation. Also, cut out refined flours and the excessive sugar hiding in sugary drinks, pre-made sauces, and so-called light or diet foods. They cause rapid glucose spikes, which shoot up insulin and worsen resistance. Prioritize foods in their most whole and least processed form. Next, let's talk about the star of your diet, protein. This is a blind spot for many women. Most consume far too little. Protein is not only essential for building and maintaining muscle mass, which, as you'll see in part 3, is a fat-burning furnace, but it also has the highest thermic effect of food theft. This means your body expends significantly more energy calories to digest it, subtly boosting your metabolism. Furthermore, protein provides prolonged satiety, controlling hunger spikes, stabilizing blood sugar levels, and consequently, keeping insulin in check. Make sure you include a quality protein source in all your meals. Another vital point is healthy fats. Do not fear fat. Quality fats, like those found in avocados, nuts, seeds, and extra virgin olive oil, are crucial. They do not spike insulin and they powerfully signal satiety. More importantly, they are the building blocks for the production of all your hormones, including estrogen and progesterone, which are essential for female metabolism and healthy fat distribution. Finally, timing is everything. The intermittent fasting IF strategy is not a restrictive diet in the caloric sense, but rather a powerful timing tool. By allowing regular periods without calorie intake like, for example, fasting for 12–16 hours overnight, you give your pancreas a vital rest. This resting period is where metabolic magic happens. Insulin sensitivity dramatically improves, and your body is forced to access stored energy reserves, including that stubborn abdominal and visceral fat, to keep running. Intermittent fasting becomes a mighty ally in the fight against insulin resistance, teaching your body to use fat as fuel more efficiently. Many women, in a desperate attempt to lose belly fat, believe the solution is to spend countless hours on the treadmill, bike, or elliptical, doing what's called boring cardio, low intensity and long duration. This is a huge mistake. While moderate intensity cardio has its place for cardiovascular health when done in excess, and for prolonged periods, it can actually become counterproductive for those trying to burn abdominal fat. Why? Because the prolonged stress of this type of exercise elevates cortisol. Remember the chronic stress hormone we discussed in part 1. High cortisol, ironically, signals your body to retain and store fat, especially around the waistline. You are putting in the effort, but your body is interpreting it as a threat and sabotaging your goal. The true revolution in abdominal fat training isn't about your cardio time. It's about strength training, weightlifting, resistance training. Muscle is metabolically active. It is your ultimate calorie-burning furnace. The more muscle mass you build, and don't worry, you won't get bulky from lifting weights, that's a female myth, the more calories you burn at rest, even while sitting on the couch. Strength training acts as a metabolic insurance policy, drastically improving how your body handles carbohydrates and insulin, the fat-storing gatekeeper, thereby boosting your sensitivity. To maximize the fat-burning response, prioritize compound exercises. I'm talking about movements that recruit multiple large muscle groups all at once, such as squats, deadlifts, rows, and presses. These exercises generate a powerful hormonal response in your body, releasing anabolic hormones that are fundamental for overall fat burning, not just locally. Don't waste your time doing endless isolated crunches. They strengthen the muscle but do not burn the layer of fat covering it. The second most effective type of training is HIIT, high-intensity interval training. Forget 60 minutes on the treadmill. Think 15 to 20 minutes of intense work, short bursts of maximum effort. Like a fast sprint followed by periods of rest or active recovery, ignite your metabolism for hours after the workout ends. This is the famous EPOC effect, excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. You continue to burn calories at an accelerated rate long after you leave the gym. HIIT is a much more efficient and powerful use of your time, and it doesn't chronically elevate cortisol like endless cardio does. The strategic combination of strength training and HIIT is the key to optimizing your hormones and finally melting away that belly fat. This is, without a doubt, the secret that most people neglect, and it is the silent pillar that may be sabotaging all your effort in diet and exercise. No matter how perfect your eating is or how intense your workout, if you don't prioritize rest and stress management, that belly fat will not leave. The science is crystal clear on the hormonal connection. Sleep deprivation drastically increases the production of ghrelin, the hormone that sends the hungry signal to your brain, while simultaneously decreasing leptin, the satiety hormone that says, "I'm full." The translation of this is devastating. The day after a poor night's sleep, you feel hungrier, especially for sugar and fat-rich junk food, to seek quick energy, and your body loses the ability to signal that it's satisfied, leading to overconsumption and insulin dysregulation. In addition to a dysregulated appetite, restless nights persistently elevate cortisol, our well-known stress hormone, which, as we saw in part 1, is a master at storing fat directly in the visceral region. It's a cruel, vicious cycle. Chronic stress leads to poor sleep, which leads to more cortisol, which stores more abdominal fat, which in turn often causes more stress. To break this cycle, you need to view stress management not as a luxury, but as an essential biological necessity for anyone wanting to lose belly fat. Stress management can be adapted to your life. It could be practicing meditation for 10 minutes, taking a walk outside, which helps regulate your circadian rhythm, journaling, writing down your thoughts, or simply setting aside 15 minutes a day to completely disconnect from work and screens. The crucial thing is finding an outlet to lower that cortisol. And, of course, the cornerstone: sleep hygiene. You need to be rigorous. This includes going to bed and waking up at the same times, even on weekends, to calibrate your circadian rhythm. Reduce blue light exposure, phones, tablets, TVs at least 1 hour before bed, as this light suppresses the production of melatonin, the sleep hormone. Ensure your bedroom is totally dark, cool, and quiet. Remember, it is during deep sleep that the body performs vital repairs, balances hormones, and most importantly, your body burns the most fat to sustain essential functions. Prioritize 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep. While the solid foundation of your strategy for losing abdominal fat is undeniably diet, exercise, and sleep, certain supplements can act as powerful catalysts to optimize your internal processes and accelerate fat burning. The first essential supplement is magnesium. The reality is that a large percentage of the female population is deficient in this crucial mineral. Magnesium is a vital cofactor for over 300 enzymatic reactions in the body, including those that regulate insulin sensitivity and glucose metabolism. By improving your insulin response, it helps shift your body out of that fat storage mode we discussed. Furthermore, magnesium has relaxing properties, helping to reduce chronic stress and consequently lower cortisol levels, a double attack on belly fat. Secondly, we have omega-3 as fish oil. Their essential fatty acids, EPA and DHA, are potent natural anti-inflammatories. They combat the low-grade systemic inflammation that is a leading cause of insulin resistance and persistent visceral fat accumulation. Omega-3 helps to improve cellular communication, making your cells more receptive to hormonal signals and facilitating the mobilization of fat to be used as energy. Be sure to choose a high-quality supplement with a good purity index. Finally, and critically important, let's talk about your gut microbiome. Your gut is your second brain and influences absolutely everything, from your mood and immunity to your metabolism and how you store fat. An imbalance in the gut flora, or dysbiosis, can lead to systemic inflammation, impair the absorption of vital nutrients, and dysregulate appetite hormones leptin and ghrelin, making hunger and glucose control difficult. To fix this, you need a dual approach. Probiotics: good bacteria via fermented foods like plain yogurt, kefir, kombucha, or quality supplements, and prebiotics: the fibers that feed those good bacteria found in garlic, onions, asparagus, green bananas, and oats. Nourishing your gut bacteria is vital for optimizing digestion, reducing inflammation, and consequently, making it easier to lose that stubborn belly fat linked to a compromised digestive system. The crucial moment has arrived. It is time to transform all this deep knowledge about hormones and metabolism into a practical, sustainable action plan. You now know clearly that losing abdominal fat is a game of hormonal optimization and inflammation reduction, not just a battle of calorie restriction. The definitive attack plan demands the consistent integration of the 5 pillars we uncovered. Diet: hormonal management. This isn't about rigid dieting, but strategic choices. Focus on protein and healthy fats at every meal to ensure satiety and hormonal stability. Drastically cut or limit inflammatory carbohydrates, refined flours, and hidden sugars. Use intermittent fasting as a timing tool to improve insulin sensitivity. Training: optimized metabolism. Say goodbye to endless cardio that elevates cortisol. Trade it for a powerful combination. Strength training: weightlifting to build lean muscle mass, your calorie-burning furnace, and short, intense sessions of HIIT to fire up your post-workout metabolism, the EPOC Effect. Sleep and stress: the anti-cortisol battalion. This is your foundation. Prioritize 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep in an optimal environment. Implement stress relief routines, whether it's meditation, journaling, or time in nature, to keep cortisol low and prevent stress-induced abdominal fat storage. Hydration: cellular optimization. Drink enough water. Water is essential for all metabolic processes. Dehydration, besides impacting digestion, can subtly elevate cortisol. Use water to support your body in detoxification and maintain satiety. Supplementation catalysts. Consider magnesium and omega-3 as allies to reduce inflammation and optimize insulin. Nurture your gut microbiome with probiotics and prebiotics, as a healthy gut is the base for an efficient metabolism. The master key to success is consistency, not perfection. Abdominal fat, especially visceral fat, is stubborn because it took time to accumulate, being the result of years of hormonal imbalance and chronic inflammation. Be patient and consistent with the implementation of these lifestyle changes. Hormonal change is a process of re-educating your body. It's not about achieving perfection in one day, but about ensuring sustainable progress day after day. That is how you win the game against belly fat. You have just received the complete roadmap to attack abdominal fat once and for all. This isn't a magic trick, it's science. Stop fighting your body and start working with your hormones. If you are ready to apply the truth I revealed today and finally see real results on your belly, then the power is in your hands. Start today, with your sleep or with your very next meal. And don't forget the tip I gave you at the start. If you need to lose weight, click the link in the video description and get your hands on Sleep Lean now. It might be the missing piece in your entire journey. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe here to She's Fit, and share this video to help the channel grow. Also, leave a comment below telling me what kind of content you want to see next to help with your weight loss.